Before we get into today's video, I want to give you guys a little bit of context. I actually recorded this video at the end of 2025, coming out of one of the most busiest seasons of my life. I mean, I was planning a wedding, working a 9 to 5, trying to create content, and trying to remain healthy and my smallest so I can make sure that I was in that wedding dress in August. And now that we're in 2026, I still wanted to post this conversation because I think it is just as important. And honestly, it matters even more now. If you're starting this year, like, why do I have to keep starting over? Like, why can't I just stay consistent when life gets busy? And I'm not talking from like a motivational standpoint or it's time to wake up at 5 a.m. every day kind of grind. Like, I'm not coming from that place. I'm coming from a real deal place. And this is coming from someone who was living literally a full life, but I still wanted to make progress in all of those different kind of areas. Because the thing is, consistency isn't about showing up every single day perfectly. It's really all about learning how to build systems in your real life. And no, I'm not talking the versions of lives of people you see on social media. I'm talking about your real life. Create systems that work inside your everyday life, your everyday practice, your schedule. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking it down of what it looked like for me during a busy season, what worked, what didn't work, and how I stopped beating myself up about not being able to get everything done all at the same time. So if you're in a season to where you feel like you still want to move forward, but you don't want to overhaul your whole entire life, let's chat.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and here on my channel we are all about creating a life you love. So with that being said, we're gonna hop into today's video. So today we're gonna be talking about how to stay consistent when life is busy.
I personally was planning a wedding, planning a 30th birthday, planning content, getting arm surgery. Like, I just all while working a 9 to 5, mind you. I was trying to do a lot while working a 9 to 5, but I feel like I really accomplished some great goals throughout 2025 simply by staying consistent through the busy season. And let's just talk about why consistency feels so hard. And I would just honestly blame social media. Consistency seems so hard because we are looking at way too many people's lives on repeat. It is literally a 24/7 reel of people who look like they're disciplined, who have these 20-step skincare routines, people who have these elaborate cleanup routines, people who are just super disciplined in the gym. They go to the gym, they have their perfect workout split. That can just seem like, oh my God, how do people have all of this time to do this? And why can't I just go one day? Why can't I just go consistent for a month? What is wrong with me that I can't do that? And I think that's what makes consistency so hard. It's really just a mental kind of thing. There's a huge misconception about what consistency actually even is, because I think most people think being consistent is showing up every day. In actuality, consistency is really just showing up enough days to see the progress that you need to see. And it's really just that simple. And I feel like you can't be super hard on yourself about it. You have to learn and figure out systems that work for you. I am guilty. I have fallen guilty to the misconception plenty of times. If you've ever found yourself in a space where you're, oh my God, I'm just falling off. I'm off track. I'm lazy. I can't get this done because I'm lazy. You're not lazy. You are a human. I think because we see all of these acts of elaborate discipline, it really messes with our mind, and we just try to change too many things at once. And that's why consistency seems hard. That's why it feels like you can't stick to it, because you're trying to do too much at once. So you got to figure out what's important right now and stick to that. So just to roll into the next thing, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 ways that I stay consistent during the busy season. Like I said, I got married, I turned 30. I just be having a lot going on. I'm trying to do content, working 9 to 5. I'm trying to work out, stay healthy, stay skinny, stay lean. It's a lot to try to stay consistent with, all while balancing just even life, a 9 to 5, all of that good stuff. So like I said previously, first you have to redefine what consistency actually means. So I hit on it in the intro that Consistency is not about showing up every day. It's about showing up enough days to see progress. And the thing is, progress builds up over time, y'all. Just because, all right, you only can do 5 minutes on the Stairmaster today, eventually you can work your way up 30 minutes. Honestly, I had seasons of life where I was on the Stairmaster 2 hours. My feet was hurting, but I was on the Stairmaster 2 hours. But that starts with just getting on the Stairmaster. And you're not going to be perfect the first time you start it. But if you keep doing it enough times, you're going to build up that momentum. And that is how consistency starts, essentially. Consistency isn't every day, but like I said, it's enough days to where you're not truly burning yourself out. It's not getting to a space to where it's unsustainable. And that's how, honestly, how people fall off from consistency, is because they chase things that are really unsustainable at the time. You have to work your way up in the situation. Something that also works for me is theme days. Now, with me being a creator, me having a 9 to 5, I had to figure out ways to balance being a creator and balance working. And something that I take advantage of is my work from home days. For the past year and a half, I have treated my work from home days as straight up filming days. These are the days that I film because I am at home by myself. I had no distractions, and I can just, in my free time, sit down and film a video. Right now, I'm working from home, filming a video. So that is something that works for me. So I know Tuesdays and Wednesdays, my husband goes into the office. I'm home alone. I film my content that day. I don't have to feel like somebody's being too loud. I just make it work for me. And that's by setting up, those theme days. You can set up a day to where it's your Sunday reset. You clean up on Sundays. I can edit on Wednesdays. I had to figure out days to sign things because sometimes it can just be overwhelming when you have so many things to get done. And honestly, you're not going to stay consistent with anything if you can't do anything because you don't start anything because you don't have a designated time to it, essentially. Stop multitasking your dream. Now, I know I'm a multitasker. I know lots of people who are multitaskers, and it's just you feel like it's an efficient way to get everything done. But honestly, when you multitask, it honestly leads to burnout. It kind of kills the momentum, because I've had days to where I can get so much done and I can tend to hyper focus and get all of these things done. But then I have days where I'm just like, oh, I can't get anything done today. And that is because you were too busy multitasking instead of setting up specific days and times to where you can work on that. It's important to pick one priority per season. And when I say season, I don't mean summer, winter, fall, just like a season of your life. That could be 3 months, 4 months, that can be a week, that can be 2 weeks. Think of life as in seasons, which I typically do. So right now it's a YouTube season. Right now it's bake season. So I'm focusing on my cookie business and I'm going to be focusing on my YouTube. Cool. And I'm just going to be pouring all of my energy into that. And the reason I know this works is I've had this YouTube channel for a long time, y'all. I've had it since 2019 or 2018, and I've posted not consistently for years, but I got to the point to where I'm like, all right, I've had this channel. I'm going to be monetized. I'm going to grow this channel. I literally sat down for like 6 months and posted 2 times a week. And you know how I started doing it? I took my work from home days and I filmed and I made sure I edited on those days, and I was a lot more efficient. Now, I will say with me moving further away from my job, it has been harder for me to find the time to work this in, because essentially I used to live across the street from my job, so I didn't have a commute coming home. The hour commute, I don't want to do anything when I get home, essentially. And so I have to figure out systems to work for me in this new space. And honestly, that is actually going to come from me. I don't know if I told you guys this already, but I'm going to be building a home gym, and that is going to eliminate at least the commute to the gym, because even my commute to the gym is 30 minutes to an hour. It can be depending on traffic. And it's just like, you don't get that time back where you just sitting in the car. And that hour that I'm sitting in the car going to the gym or coming home from the gym, getting ready for work, and then have to drive back to work, that is time I could be giving to my priority. So stop trying to multitask and do everything. Pick one priority this season and put your all into it. You have to protect your energy. If you want to be consistent in anything, you have to make sure that your cup is full. You literally cannot run on an empty tank. So if you are not pouring into yourself, you're not going to be able to get anything done. And I say this just because I find sometimes you have to set boundaries with yourself, and it may not be even to hurt anybody else, but like essentially, all right, I can't text back in the middle of the day unless it's an emergency because I'm filming my YouTube videos. If I stop and text back, I'm not going to be able to get the things done that I need to get done because I get easily distracted. So it is important that I focus on my priority for the moment and I get back to the text message later. And that is what I say about protecting my energy, because even the person that was like, oh, why you didn't text me back? What you doing? I'm not that busy. Like, you at home. I see your location at home. But like, I'm filming. So you have to protect your energy for that. Even if it's not even like that. Say you're a person who wants to start a fitness journey or a wellness journey or get going to the gym. If you aren't getting enough sleep at night, trying to get to the gym is going to be hard. If you're not eating the right things, just working out is going to be hard. You have to protect your energy to do that, to be consistent. And last but certainly not least, that I think is super helpful, is to learn to anchor everything to a routine you already have. And essentially that's kind of like habit stacking a bit. So say if you want to be consistent with reading books throughout the week, also you want to make sure that your house is clean throughout the week. So say you set Sunday to be your cleanup day. You can also listen to an audiobook to where you're just like habit stacking there. So you're listening to your audiobook while you're cleaning up. So you're knocking out two birds in one stone. And that is not to think about going back to the multitasking thing. That is you anchoring something that you want to get done to a routine you already have. Another thing, an example I can give is, all right, if I want to go to the gym and be there at 5 a.m. and then go to work, I have to shower at the gym, which means I have to make sure I have all of my shower stuff, make sure I have my outfit, make sure I have my hair stuff. Like, that is a lot of things to have to think about in the morning. So and a part of my night routine is to get my clothes ready for the next morning and honestly put the gym bags in the car at night, because I don't know about y'all, I be having 5-6 bags in the morning. So trying to do that at 4 a.m. is not what you want to do. So if you already have your gym bag in your car, there's no excuse not to get to the gym. And that goes for the people who go to the gym after work. Have your gym bag with your work bag as you go to work. So that means when you're done with work, you see your gym bag in the back seat, take your butt to the gym. But if you already anchor that to another routine that you have, it's going to be easier. Like I said, if you already have the gym bag in the car, just go to the gym. It's going to make it easier. It's going to take the decision fatigue out of getting the things done. And the thing is, guys, you don't have to rebuild discipline. You just have to restructure around what already works for you. And that will be a game changer. Just figure out ways to restructure it. Figure out how to create systems that just makes it more efficient for you. If you're in a busy season and honestly like still chasing your dream, you're honestly already doing better than you actually think, because there are people in life who will let their circumstance just take them. Can't do nothing else because, oh, I got this going on. I can't think about being an entrepreneur. I can't think about this because I got this going on. But if you are still chasing your dream in the height of chaos, you're doing much better than you think. And I just want you guys to really hold on to that, because like I said, you can let life just take you, but it's you being in control of your life by still chasing the dream. And honestly, what I want to end on for you guys is, consistency is not about perfection. Consistency is really about just grace and discipline, but they just work together. And figure out a way that it works together for you. Figure out a system that helps you just simply be consistent. And like I said in the beginning, stop trying to do everything at once. Pick one priority this season and pour your all into it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.